Hey, Dr. Ralph here. For the last several years, Bunny and I have made a tradition about spending Thanksgiving week and weekend in the Florida Keys, and this year was no exception, 2012. We spent all day Tuesday packing and loading up our bags back here in the back, including the new inflatable paddleboard that we bought. I had to work on Wednesday, got home at midday, loaded up the car, and left about 2:30. Other than a train wreck on I-95 near Fort Pierce, we had a good trip south. We got to our little hotel in Key Largo, the Bayside Inn. That's at marker 100, about 9:15, and kind of crashed. Got up the next day, went next door to a place called Snooks on the Water, and had Thanksgiving brunch, which consisted mostly of margaritas and some food I don't remember. Drove down the Overseas Highway into Isla Mirada, stopped at Worldwide Sportsman where we bought some clothes and had some more tequila. Worked our way all the way down to Key West, got there about 5 o'clock, checked into the Pier House, and went out and started to enjoy Thanksgiving night. We had Thanksgiving dinner at our favorite restaurant down there, Two Friends. We had the lobster combo, no turkey for us on Thanksgiving, and then went out on the town. So for the next 4 days, we hit Key West pretty hard. On Friday, we walked around, went to places like the Schooner Wharf Bar and some of those spots. Saturday, we rented scooters, went to Louis' Backyard, some other places. And then Sunday and Monday, we took paddleboard trips and enjoyed that. And then Tuesday, we came home. So we've got a new little camera here, a Pentax WS2. And you're going to be seeing both the stills and the video that we shot with that. So we hope you enjoy it, and come on with us down to the Florida Keys for Thanksgiving.
Key West, Florida's my home. I know I'll never ever want to roam, 'cause the ladies are lovely and drinking's considered a sport. And I'd rather be here just drinking a beer than freezing my ass in the north. The other day I was out on the water. There's something kind of magical out there. I was fooling around with this old man's daughter.
Alright, we're in Key Largo. This is where the Bayside Inn is. And we stayed here last night. We didn't even know this stuff was here. We drove around looking for a place to eat lunch. Everything's closed except this place, Snooks, which happens to be right next to the motel where we were. It is blowing like crazy. We've even got sweatshirts on, but it's a pretty day. And this is Thanksgiving breakfast. We're having lobster margaritas.
Just drinking a beer, then busting my ass in New York. So I'm gonna be swimming every day out there in my ocean. At night I'll be hanging out in the bars. I got fresh fish to eat, and whenever I need, I got genuine Cuban cigars. Now my ex-wife...
Scathed, didn't you, Dumbledore, didn't you? For a second, you did. I saw you trying. I'm laughing now, but I'm crying on the inside, like a boy chasing the older young men who are leaving him behind. That's poetic shit, see that? Terrified Asian prostitute. I hope that you get adopted by Casey Anthony. Because she's hot. Black Sabbath.
What you gonna do with the fishing food? You know they Ain't no keeping him home. Ain't nothing more important than his favorite.
Friday morning, about 11 o'clock. Shooting this from our porch in our room. Looking north. It's blowing and it's kind of chilly. I don't think anybody's going to be paddleboarding out there anytime soon.
You gotta have religion and it might as well be fishing. That's as close as I'm gonna get to heaven.
Folks want to hear a song off of my third CD. It's a tune about being down here on vacation in the Florida Keys. My mind is drifting off to Martinique Bay. It's not that I'm not interested, you see. Augusta, Georgia is no place to be.
When it comes to just wasting time, you're bound to start believing when you start retrieving whatever's hanging on your line. Now he's the kind of a man who don't understand why the rest of us work at all. So tell me what you're gonna do with the fishing fool when he hears that ocean call. See, he's a fisherman after all. He knows he got the world by the ball.
Where are you?
We're in Mallory Square, Key West. Sunset. The wind is blowing like crazy. I had to buy winter clothes. Watching a dude under the American flag, which is beautiful.
It's a free show. What do I gotta do? Lower the price. Here we go. Under the leg. My finale is next. Keep your eyes on it. Keep your eyes on it.
Wisconsin.
One. I'll count this one. One, two, and...
Little song about getting old. Tune's called Peace and Quiet. I need some place that doesn't have winter. I need some place I can stay warm, where this old man can fish whenever he wish, except for that occasional storm. Now they say I'm getting older and wiser. Well, God knows I should have by now. And I know what I need from this life, and I sure hope I had it somehow. I'm just looking for some peace and quiet.
This is Dog Beach on the south side of Key West, just right next to the southernmost point.
I don't want bothering, and nobody's bothering me. So I'll take some place that doesn't have winter, and I get paid for what I should do for free. Going to howl at the moon, I'm going to get up at noon. I don't think retirement is for me. They say middle-aged madness is dangerous, but hell, you just gotta.
This is how we blow her up. We got this Bravo BP12 pump. It's rechargeable. You plug it into a wall socket, charge it all the way up, and it's good for 2 inflations. Get this thing up to 13, 14 PSI.
I'll take some place that doesn't have winter, where the ocean is a part of my life, and this woman who needs to be needed by me being my best friend and my wife. And old age will come over me slowly.
They're not the brightest colors.
And it'll be day-to-day grind. Gonna be living with less, oh, but nevertheless, I'm gonna have me one hell of a time. And I ain't looking for no fame or fortune.
All the tricks I can do.
There you go.
I'm going backwards.
You're going backwards?
Yeah.
Nobody's bothering me. I'm just looking for some peace and quiet, maybe someplace down here in the Keys. I ain't bothering no one, I don't want bothering. Nobody's bothering me. Ain't nobody bothering me. Need some place that doesn't have winter. Been out on the street looking for Mr. Magic or something that might have felt the same. When you live on the edge, living gets tragic, but it's easy to play those stupid games, 'cause the girls are all angels and the boys are all fools when they're heading out for their cars. It's so easy to lie when you're breaking the rules. It's time to close this bar. Somebody take her home. Somebody take her home. She won't make it alone out there on her own. Somebody please take her home. Somebody take her home.